match of Pool D matches Thailand in the yellow.
The first game of Pool D matches Thailand in the yellow against China in the red. China kicking off deep into Thai territory. Penalty for offside. Good interplay there from the Thais. From Quit, a player to watch, number 10, Surachai. China were disappointing in Kuala Lumpur in the first leg. They had the China games on. Here's Sisayet, who's always looking to get involved. Nice inside ball to Nutanun. Surachai's there to clean out. It's a turnover though. Chinese player doing well on the tackle, so their chance with the ball in hand. It's Pei. Knocks off a couple of tackles, and they've got some space on the outside here. It's Li Xing, who's got some wheels. Li Xing gets up on his feet too. Good support too from Hui. The Thais rallied by their home crowd, and it's advantage here for China. Oh, the Chinese attacking line was way behind, but it doesn't matter because Chen Yong Tian has gone in for a try, and already we see the difference between the Chinese team of KL and the Chinese team here in Thailand. Looking a lot more composed, a lot quicker, and a lot more athletic.
China 5, Thailand now.
So China look like they mean business this weekend. It wasn't until the last game of the tournament in KL that they had a victory against UAE. Kumquat. He's a wonderful player to watch with the ball in hand. This time the Chinese are penalised for their work at the breakdown, so Surachai tries to take it quickly. Out they come to the right. Inside ball, it's a good defence. Nutanung not making any ground there. Chinese down very quickly on the Thais. Good footwork though. A little hospital pass there that Li Xing was looking to expose. Oh, good inside ball for Puang Pan. He's lacking a bit of support, needs to hold the ball up. Good work from Wong Tien Hua, who slows the ball down. Sisayet takes the tackle. 2 tackles, stays on his feet. So it's a 3-on-2 out here for Thailand. Nutanung puts it to the new man, Apachai. Breaks down though. China will be penalised for being offside. In fact, pulling the maul down perhaps.
ทีมเลซองทีมหญิงนะครับทีมลาวทีมหญิงนะครับลาวทีมหญิงนะครับขอให้นำใบชื่อมาส่งคืนด้วยนะครับขอบคุณครับ
Punyavi. Kumquat this time loses the ball. It's very fierce defence from the Chinese. Punyavi, he's got Sisayet on the outside. Sisayet runs an inside run though, and that isolates Punyavi. Puang Pan. It's very strong defence from the Chinese. Really strong over the ball. Thailand finally managed to clear it, but they've only got 2 players in their back line. One of them is Apichai. He's a very strong runner. Sisayet gets involved again. All he can do is take 2 tacklers on, commit them. Oh, it's going to be a yellow card here for China. It's Feng Wenwu who gets penalised at the ruck. Oh, he's been given a red card. Well, I don't know what he said. The referee whispering, saying that he said something. probably more in frustration for his own error, but he's been ultimately penalised. And Kumquat, hands looking a little wobbly today, the Thai star. Seems to have given himself a bit of a haircut since the last time we saw him in Kuala Lumpur. Scrum for China. They're one man down for the rest of this game. Could be deciding as the energy gets sapped. We're deciding to go very directly here at the moment, the Chinese. Wu takes it up one more phase. So here's Li Xing. Well, there's no doubt he's got some pace, but he can't evade Kumquat this time. It's good work from Kumquat. Oh, I thought he'd release the tackle player, but no. Referee decides otherwise, so it's Pei who goes forward. One of the only two players who played in the last tournament for China. As we mentioned earlier, the other players involved with the China Games the same weekend as Kuala Lumpur. Knock on, so turnover for Thailand. Can they strike back just before half-time? Good option to the right. Sisayet, good passing here. He's running diagonally. He doesn't have the speed to get around the defence, surely. But he's committed the two tacklers and passed the ball on to Nutanun. So good interplay there from Thailand. They've tied it up with a conversion to come from under the posts. Kumquat's managed to scuff that one over.
Thailand Sevens, China 5.
Kumquat scuffed that one over, and the score at half-time is 7 points to 5, Thailand over China. You're watching the HSBC Asian Sevens Series. And Pool D game from the Thailand leg. Oh, that's a great break there from Wong Ten Hua. China one man down. I know they have to start well here in the second half, but Thailand get back in numbers. And they had enough numbers there to extract the penalty. This time it's Apachai. He puts in a searching kick. Natanung, the try scorer, gets on top of the Chinese player. It was Li Xing, the flyer. So some good pressure exerted by Thailand there. In comes Sun for China. Sirachai from Thailand will put the ball into this line out. They've lost it though, so here is the new man, Sun, who's turned in the tackle, but the Thai is penalised for not releasing him, holding him down. So Sun doesn't last long on the field. That would have been about 20 seconds of play before he's collapsed in a heap, and I think the stretcher might be required here. Looks like he might have broken his ankle, judging by the angle of his foot. Doesn't look nice at all. But it's not a break, it's a dislocation. That's a very short day at the office for Sun Qiangshan, and it hasn't ended very well. So the Chinese player Sun Qiangshan gets a sporting send-off there, an ugly incident that nobody likes to see in contact sport. Handled very well by the medical staff. Support coming from all the teams and all the physios and medical staff and the teams. As we play on, and China have the ball. So they're one man down, only have 6 against 7. They've lost one of their squad. And their backs are against the wall here, and they're 2 points down. Can they come back from this adversity? Little knock on at the base of the ruck from Wang Tianhua, who's disgusted with himself. So now it's Thailand with a chance to seal this game. Punyavi down the right flank he goes. And an outstanding try from Thailand. Punyavi, the scrum half, collecting the ball and just using his pace. The lack of numbers down the blind side for China. And they go to a 12 points to 5 to lead here. Pretty tough conversion to come. Any man who can get this conversion, though, it's Kumquat. He's got some breeze behind him. We have to start right post. Oh, he's hit it low and hard, and it's gone wide. So 12 points to 5. China still in with a chance to tie this up.
5.
It's a nice high-hanging restart, and oh, he was all a bit casual there. How frustrating for China. It's Tianhua again. We had a little knock on at the last phase of play before the Thai try. So Thailand with a very similar position, slightly more infield than the last time. You'd imagine Punyavi fancies his chances around the outside again. There's no one on the blind side for China. They've got no numbers. Thinks about it again, but gives it to Sisayet. What a carving run from Sisayet. Obstruction, though, from the Thais. So China coming away through Li. Last chance saloon, you'd think, for China here. If they get a try into the post, they could tie this up. Instead, they go for the kick rather than keeping possession. It's a good kick from Pei. And Zhou was after it, but just smuggled into touch by Chattanai. As we hear the ambulance siren going, and Mr. Sun off to hospital, hopefully to reset that leg. So with just a couple of minutes on the clock, China taking their time to get to this next set piece, it's got to be said. And here's a man who knows the team, Wang Tianhua, with a couple of knock-ons in the second half. Gets the ball up and down, commits the player. Oh, and it's another knock-on, perfect pass. But Pei just puts it down cold, and that's probably the losing of the game, I'd imagine, for China. They'll be lucky to get another possession here. And this will cheer up the home crowd, that's for sure, if Thailand can get a victory. The other team in this pool lurking is Hong Kong, so a couple of tough games in store for these two teams. Hong Kong narrowly losing in the final in KL against Japan, and with a new improved squad too, spreading their stars out over 2 squads during the China Games weekend. Oh, here's Jai Suti. He puts in a nice kick too, Jai Suti. It's a foot race, but the ball beats everybody, goes dead. Looks like Zhou just had the pace in here to get back, so China will get another possession. It's Wong again, who gets closed down by Sisayet. We're going to take a scrum. All the way back, I think. No advantage accruing. It's unusual. If there's a knock on from Thailand, why didn't they just stop play? The Tamapon comes on. So trying to get the penalty, offside at the scrum. Wong Tien Hua takes it up, commits another penalty. They want to play on here. They really need to get the ball on the outside to Zhou. I reckon he might have the pace to get around the outside of Chak Danai. He's just a young player. Look to the right. There is a chance here. Oh, and again, it's the drops. He's looking at his next opportunity, Li Chuang. And that's the end of the game. Match of missed opportunities for the Chinese team. And a little bit of ill discipline has cost them dearly. Thailand take the game, 12 points to 5. Good gutsy effort from the home team, but China, they'll be kicking themselves.
Korea. Korea. One.
So final score from the first game in Pool D, Thailand 12, People's Republic of China 5.